Hello everyone, I am Kadeja Reynolds and my topic is statutory rape. According to Merriam Dictionary, the term statutory rape is sexual intercourse with a minor with or without consent. The age of consent can range from 13 to 21 depending on the limits set by each state in accordance with local standards. In Georgia, the age of consent to engage in sex is 16. However, there can be no conviction of statutory rape in Georgia based only on the unsupported testimony of the victim. 95% of statutory rape victims were female. Regardless of gender, almost 60% of victims were aged 14 or 15. The median age difference between female offenders and their male statutory rape victims was 9 years. The median age difference between male offenders and their female statutory rape victims was 6 years. More than 99% of the offenders of female statutory rape victims were male. Of all offenders of male statutory rape victims, 94% were females. Of all offenders of female statutory rape victims, 18% were younger than the age of 18. The effects of sexual assault and rape takes a major toll on your body, physically and emotionally. After a traumatic experience such as a rape or an assault, it is common for a survivor to feel shaken or unlike him or herself. It is a complex form of trauma that breaches the physical and mental, spiritual trust of a person against their will. This can affect the person's mentally, especially during the youth when the brain is highly elastic during its formative years. The survivors will experience post-traumatic stress disorder, which is PTSD, which is when flashbacks, nightmares, severe anxiety, and uncontrollable thoughts occur about the event. Depression is more than common feelings of temporary sadness. This occasion usually refers to feeling like one has checked out or is not present at all. The immediate physical effects a person can experience after a sexual assault or rape can include bruising, bleeding, vaginal or anal bleeding, difficulty walking, soreness, broken bones, or dislocated bones. Possible prolonged physical effects of sexual assault can include sexually transmitted infections and diseases. This is a risk of sexually transmitted infections or diseases, especially if the perpetrator didn't use protection during the assault. Medical aftercare may be necessary to assure that any infections or diseases are treated. In approximately 5% of cases, rape results in pregnancies. A survivor who becomes pregnant after being raped might experience conflict feelings about her pregnancy. It's important to know it is common to have these emotions. It's essential to treat this with compassion and acknowledge any feelings brought up when exploring best options for self-care. Additionally, there can be emotional impacts that affect the mind, body, and spiritual survivors. Due to high levels of stress created by the abuse, a person can experience chronic fatigue, shortness of breath, muscle tensions, and etc. In women, issues with menstrual cycles or fertility are also common. Other spiritual emotions, effects of trauma include changes in how we view trust, anger, and blame, shock, loss of numbness, loss of control, disorientation, or helplessness. If you're feeling like this is just kind of like a sign of weakness. But if you know anyone or if you have talked to anyone that has been raped, call 911 or your local authorities. Thank you.